Hey everyone, this is Keith from Gaming Trend and Tabletop Throwdown, and I am here with Nate Murray from IDW Games, and we are going to talk right now about The Godfather, a New Dawn, and that's D-O-N, not D-A-W-N. Nice play on words there. And this is actually the first place that it's actually playable outside of your office.
Absolutely.
So what's the objective of The Godfather?
The objective is to rule New York. So, taking a look at the map, we're battling over the 5 boroughs, well 6 actually, for the gameplay. So what you want to do is get your soldiers into the different neighborhoods. So it's an area control game, and what's great about it is the way you claim territories is spending dice. So each round begins with a roll of the dice, and then, because it's The Godfather, you must make a donation, essentially offer a favor to the acting Godfather, and that's going to change round by round. There's ways to become the Godfather, and so I'll roll my dice, and then I have to set out my offering to the Godfather. So they're going to get an additional dice from each player each round. That said, if they don't like what I've offered, they can make me an offer I can't refuse. So the Godfather could say, I don't want your 1, I want a 6. And if I have it, I have to give it to them. If I don't, I reveal my dice, show that I don't have what they've asked for, and then I gain favor and they get nothing. So it's a bit of a gamble on the Godfather's part, but strategy-wise it plays out often. It's perfectly thematic, it's something I love. The great thing about the game is it just has that feel of everything you want in a Godfather game. It's cutthroat, you send people to sleep with the fishes, you send your troops to Vegas, and that's actually what the dice look like in the game. You get 3 Vegas dice that get rolled at the beginning of everything. I've never had a play session of this game that doesn't devolve into terrible, stereotypical quoting of the movie and all that. One of my favorite things coming out, it's by Sen-Fung Lim and Jay Cormier, who are also designing Powers for us. They've done some great games for other publishers as well, and this is an absolute home run to me. It's probably my favorite thing we're doing in the next few months. So plays 3 to 6 players. The map is double-sided, so depending on the player count, you'll flip the map. Okay. It'll expand the amount of territories. The game ends once one borough is completely taken over by soldiers. And so with 5 to 6 players, you just add a little to the game. So well-balanced, good fun.
How do you get soldiers into the boroughs?
So if we look at the board, right, I would claim that space by spending 5 5s.
Oh, okay.
It's as simple as that, or this space by 2 5s. And then there's things that adjust these numbers down the middle. When your soldiers are sent to sleep with the fishes, or when you make an offering to the Godfather, you gain a favor. And those favors allow you to do different things, like duplicate one of your dice, or move one of your soldiers from one neighborhood to another, or change a die, augment things. And so the favor system becomes really important. Those are very powerful things. So sometimes when you're offering to the Godfather, I might offer him a very powerful dice, but it also grants me a very powerful favor. So it's that kind of balance. And as the Godfather, when you realize, oh my God, they've all given me these great dice, but at the same time, I'm about to give them a lot of power in return. Right. And then the way that the Godfather is determined is this muscle track here. So you'll spend dice, if you can't claim an area, you'll spend dice to move up the muscle track. And the player highest on the muscle track at the end of a round is the Godfather going into the next round. And muscle's also important because if I outrank you on the muscle track, I can move into your territory. So I can bump your guy off, send him to the favors or to the river, and I now own it because I've outmuscled you essentially. So again, just great thematics. They did a great job on this thing. I love every bit of it.
And how long does it take about?
45 minutes probably is the average. Even with 5 or 6, probably 45.
Cool, and this will be available at Gen Con?
Yeah, we'll have the first copies at Gen Con. It might be street dated a few weeks after that, but we'll have at least 100 copies for early comers at Gen Con.
Do you have an MSRP for this yet?
$60.
$60.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're back again, and we're going to cover 2 relatively new games from IDW. They are Awesome Kingdom and Back to the Future. All right. So what's Awesome Kingdom about?
It's about being awesome. So it's a tongue-in-cheek dungeon crawler. This is Awesome Kingdom, the Tower of Hate Skull. It's designed by Kevin Wilson, who is a prolific and amazing designer. This is his lighthearted kind of entry point game. Essentially what you're doing is trying to be the most awesome hero. So you'll play a character like the Rage Barian or the Rockeneer, and you'll be going through the dungeon of Hate Skull, collecting treasure, avoiding traps, and fighting monsters. It's a very quick game. It plays out over 3 rounds, 9 total turns. So it's a 30-minute game, 2 to 4 players. A lot of silly humor, but still some nice strategic play in how you move through the dungeon to claim certain cards. The art by Zero is some of my favorite stuff. I mean, it's just so...
How can you not love that chicken or rooster that's on there?
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, he just did amazing work. We have a sequel coming out called Mines and Labyrinths, which will have an additional 2 dungeons. That'll be out later next month. But this is Tower of Hate Skull.
So is everything card driven?
It's all cards, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the dungeon's made out of cards, and it works in kind of a circular manner, and you're moving your hero through the dungeon, playing different cards, collecting different things, avoiding different things. Each player has an asymmetrical power, so you can, some are high player interactive, where if I pass over you, I stab you and wound you. Some are just dungeon interactive, where they can alter cards and the way they move, but each character is unique. A lot of fun, and what's nice about it is it's just quick. Mm-hmm. It's a light, quick game, so really great 30-minute game, awesome kingdom.
And it's on sale here for $30.
It is. Best deal of the show. All right, second best deal of the show, Back to the Future. So this is the new game by Matt Riddle and Ben Pinchback. It's for 2 to 4 players, 45, 60 minutes right in there. What you're doing is going through timelines to complete events from the first 2 films. So there's 3 timelines in the game: 1955, 1985, 2015. On your turn, you'll do role selection. You'll either select Doc, Biff, Marty, George, Lorraine, Jennifer. That'll give you a power for the round and tell you what players you can drop into the timeline. So if I take Doc, he's very good at the DeLorean, so I can move the DeLorean from timeline to timeline for free, which would normally be a cost. And that lets me know that I can play any card from my hand with Doc on it into one of the timelines, trying to complete one of the events from the movies. So role selection, contract completion, really solid, tight game. They did a great job. Pretty thinky, really nice strategy. As the game starts to evolve, you really start to build this beautiful little engine and make these great plays. Multi-use cards. Just a really interesting thing. And then the first 5,000 units come with a Hot Wheels DeLorean.
That's awesome.
So these are sold out except for at the show. So the last 8 copies apparently in the world with a Hot Wheels DeLorean. So there you go.
Is this cooperative or is it competitive?
Competitive.
It is
you're
competitive.
doing your best to fix the timeline. So victory point game, competitive, 2 to 4 player.
Cool. And lasts about how long?
45, 60 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Right in there. Yeah.
And $35.
35.
Cool.
What a steal.
Maybe the train will show up in an expansion.
Quite possibly.
We'll
Absolutely.
see. Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks.